Hello and welcome to Exponential Knowledge. The goal of this channel is to compound knowledge one book at a time, seeking exponential growth. In today's video, I want to talk about a few books that I cannot wait to get to in 2023. Each year, I read over 50 books, or at least one per week. This year, I'm going to read at least 50 more, and I already have several books put aside that I can't wait to get to. The first book that I'm looking forward to reading in 2023 is The Great Silver Bowl by Peter Croft. I first came across this book after watching the author's interview on the Kitco YouTube channel. I was already bullish on precious metals for 2023, as you can tell from some of my earlier book reviews, so it did not have to do much to convince me to check it out. I'm excited to read this book because I believe there's a very good case to be made for a potential super spike in the price of silver in 2023. Silver demand is expected to hit an all-time high in 2023. Industrial demand is on course to grow to 539 million ounces, mainly driven by ongoing vehicle electrification, the growing acceptance of 5G technologies, and government commitments to green infrastructure. With mine production only projected to increase by 1%, the global silver market is forecast to record a second consecutive annual deficit at 194 million ounces. This will be a multi-decade high and 4 times the level seen in 2021. This is very simple supply and demand economics. The most obvious expected result is for the price to resolve itself to the upside. The potential move in silver is something that I'm not just sensing in the charts and in the macroeconomic environment, but on social media as well. Elon Musk has followed the popular Reddit group Wall Street Silver on Twitter, and Robert Kiyosaki, the author of Rich Dad Poor Dad, has publicly stated that he believes Elon Musk will purchase a silver mine this year. If Elon gets involved with silver in 2023, it could turn out to be the next GameStop. I bet you are not expecting Get Silver Pilled when you clicked on this video. The next book that I can't wait to get to in 2023 is The Lost City of Z. The Lost City of Z is a book by David Grann that tells the true story of British explorer Percy Fawcett and a search for a legendary city in the Amazon rainforest. In the early 20th century, Fawcett became obsessed with the idea that there was a lost civilization hidden in the jungle, and he dedicated his life to finding it. He made several expeditions to the Amazon, each more dangerous than the last. And although he never found the city he was looking for, his story has captivated people for decades. The book is a mixture of adventure, history, and mystery, and it has been praised for its gripping narrative and Grann's ability to bring the past to life. This is one of my favorite nonfiction books of all time. It reads like a gripping novel while transporting the reader into the depths of the Amazon 100 years ago. Back then, in the early 1900s, there could have been dragons in the Amazon for all we know. I have read this book at least 2 or 3 times, but I'm reading it again this year so that I can make sure that I do it justice for you guys on the channel. If you are interested in hearing more about this book, make sure that you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the review. Another book that I'm going to reread in 2023 is A Clash of Kings by George R.R. Martin. This is the second book in the Song of Ice and Fire series. I recently reviewed the first book on my channel, and I plan to review the rest of the books this year in preparation for the release of the 6th book, The Winds of Winter. I know that a lot of fans of the series have given up hope. They no longer believe that George R.R. Martin is planning or is capable of releasing Winds of Winter. However, I think that it will get released in the winter of 2024, as much as people don't want to hear that. The 4th book I am looking forward to reading is called Chip Wars, The Fight for the World's Most Critical Technology by Chris Miller. Microchips are one of the most scarce resources on which our modern world depends. Virtually everything, from missiles to microwaves, smartphones to the stock market, runs on chips. Because Taiwan's TSMC produces such a vast majority of the world's semiconductors, it has become perhaps the most important piece on the board in the chess match between the United States and China. In general, I want to read this book to get more educated on the geopolitical situation in the South China Sea. I can honestly say that I'm about equally excited to read each of these books. What do you guys think? Are there any books that you are looking forward to reading in 2023? If there are, please let me know below in the comments. Thanks for watching, everybody, and have a great year.